Hello friends, welcome to the channel. I am Dale and I'm here to read tarot for you. Now I just got back from walking my dog and I wouldn't normally do a reading in the morning, but this is a new channel and I have other things to do because my schedule just kind of shifted recently and I don't know if that's been happening for you, but there has been stagnancy for like years and years and years and I've been trying to work against it. Not work against it, but figure out what the problem is and do the work that one needs to do in order to make sure that we are not the cause of our problems, which we always are. That's like a fact, okay? But a lot of the reason is hidden to us. Okay, so anyway, so the point is, it's early in the morning where I'm at, 6:49 to be exact, but we're going to do a little tarot reading because that's what I'm here to do, all right? I haven't even put my earrings on or brushed my hair, but we are going to Florida water. Sure seems like a lot more than I normally use, but maybe it's not that bad. It's a lot. Oh, it smells so good though. If you don't have it or you don't know what it is, that's it. I'm sure you can buy it online. It's worth having in your home. I just think it is. Okay. All right. So we're going to do some tattoo. What is it called? Tattoo tarot. Okay. Now this is a card, or this is a deck that doesn't have a ton of images when it comes to the minor arcana, other than the court cards and stuff like that. So leaves more room for interpretation. But I shuffle the cards, I put them back in the deck without knowing what's on the bottom. And we have the High Priestess up in the house this morning, okay? And I would say that that's kind of like what I was using in order to decide that I wanted to, that I was going to put the camera on and do this, because I haven't done a tarot reading. Matter of fact, I want to make sure that I'm honest with you about this. We had the 6 of coins on the cut, and it's like equal give and take. You see there's this like letter exchange and stuff. So take my honesty as like the gift of hopefully what this channel is. It's not that like, I don't know, that sounds a little bit arrogant or something like that, but truly honesty is a gift, and that's how I try to live my life, because it's a gift for you more than anything. Because when you're being honest, I've got the Knave of Wands and the 6 of coins again, that just makes sense. But Knave of Wands just seems like the knave is, it represents a young, fiery energy, okay, because it's wands. So it just seems like somebody is looking at you from the side, like based on that card, and they're like really judging what you're doing and saying. And this is the thing about the gift of honesty, is that it is a gift because then everybody tells the same story about you. People might not like you, but that doesn't really matter. It's like the 3 of Cups came up, and that is about people wanting to come together with you. And that's because when you live honestly, sometimes that's like a love-hate relationship that you can develop between people, or you become like this know-it-all according to other people. And what do we have? I can see that Death is at the bottom here, and then 4 of coins is down here. And so what that tells me is that like Death is what was really showing up as the major arcana, but it's of the 4 of coins, and that's holding on to some old material ways of doing stuff. Whenever we see coins, it's talking about what we have in the physical world. You know, it can be talking about your job, whereas some of the other stuff like the 3 of Cups, that's talking more about your emotional fulfillment. And that's what it has to do with people liking you, and coming together and filling your cups from one another. What Death came out again. Okay, I'm just trying to get some sort of messages what we got. Now the 9 of coins. And it's like, remember, it was the death of the 4 of coins, of like holding onto something old. And now we have the 9 of coins. So I'm just going to take it to mean that. And I split it one more time. And the King of Wands came up. And we saw the Knave of Wands before. And that's the thing. We're seeing this elevation. There's a death of the old 4 of coins, the old holding on to something. And we had seen the Knave of Wands. And so there's a death to this, like, it's almost like Boys to Men going on in your life. I'm not talking about the group, okay? I'm talking about like when somebody goes through a rite of passage and they go from boyhood to manhood. And that's what's being represented in your earthly world right now in all ways. That 9 of Pentacles, it means like this abundance for you, okay? But that doesn't just mean money. It means, and it's like this King of Wands energy. It's like the 4 of coins energy can be represented by the Knave of Wands, because it's like when you don't know how to manage your money, if you just want to take it that way, because you're young, then you're kind of like, you're sort of looking at everybody like, I don't know if I can trust you, if you're a friend, if you're a foe, I don't know myself, you know what I mean? It's like, I think it really takes into your like 40s to really get to know yourself. We've got the 10 of Wands on the bottom of this deck here as this is coming out, and this is Horror Tarot. I love it. I think it's great. My cat just busted in the door. I honestly thought I had it closed, but apparently I didn't. So the 10 of because it's candles, what it looks like to me is that it's set for dinner, okay? And we had the 3 of Cups. And I know I'm getting to go out with a group of lady friends, and I've never been like that because I didn't understand the benefit of feminine friendship, because they just want to talk, right? And for me, I have this very masculine drive of like, if you are just sitting around talking, you are wasting time in life. You should be learning. You should be, do you think that just came from me? Probably not, right? 4 of Swords. Boy, I haven't seen this card in a long time because it doesn't even look familiar to me. So she's coming back to life. 4 of Swords is about this like meditation, where you kind of meditate on like, okay, I've survived death this long. How do I want to come back out? And I think what it is, it's like this 10 of Wands is like, it's sort of like a new beginning, and the fiery energy of your life, because 10s represent endings and beginnings, and there's like a new way that you're looking at things, right? The new way that you're looking at life. I said that without thinking about what this card is, but that's exactly what it is. It's like 10 of Wands in traditional sense can really represent like these heavy burdens that have been carried for a long time by you. But it's like in this deck, it's like there's a new perspective of looking at that. And what that perspective is like the dinner table is set for you to be welcomed into a life that you deserved. Okay, that's what's going on here. You obviously have got to realize that doesn't mean, like, you can't sit here today, listen to this message, and think that everything is changing for you. Tarot is like capturing like a possibility. Okay, it's up to you. This is what you have access to every day anyway. It's like life gives you a bunch of possibilities, and your free will is what determines the outcome. The 10 of Wands came out again. Let me just lower this a little bit so maybe you can see my hands like as I'm doing things. What's this? We've got 3 cards that came out together. Strength, Queen of Swords, and that is this the page, the King of Pentacles. Okay. To show you what they look like, because I really love this deck. She's probably my favorite card in the deck, because I love the fact, okay, that hurricane and earthquake was my cat jumping up behind the computer. So he's going to want to walk around. Here he is. And he's going to want to walk on the computer. Please do not. All right. So, so we've got strength, okay? Now, strength is traditionally like a lion and a woman, but that's what Pumpkin and I are here for. We are the lion and the woman. But this strength card is a man with a hatchet, okay? It's like, I don't know. We know what the representation of strength is, and it's a number 8 card here. He comes back again. Okay, but, okay, what I think it is the strength between some union, that you never have a union in your regular life if you don't have a union within you, okay? And that is the thing, is that we always have a relationship between our inner masculine and our inner feminine, but that doesn't mean that there's like a union and an agreement between them. They might just be arguing all the time, all right? And it's reflected, oh my gosh, he just won't stop. Okay, and he's just walking around here with reckless abandon, and now sitting down. All right. Let me just try to finish this up here. But I do have to say that there is this essence of like the energy of these 2 cards. This king, he is very clearly in his own energy, and he's only thinking about what his responsibilities are in his domain. This queen is doing the same thing. It's like what she's doing is thinking of herself. She doesn't look distracted. She doesn't look like there's somewhere else that she has to be. She doesn't look like this necklace really represents her, as in like she is her things. It's more that she knows kind of like her connection to this necklace, and it has more to do with her own personal energy and the fact that it's like over the throat chakra, but it's green, like the energy of the heart. And she's got this link between her throat and her heart. And so she kind of just knows herself. And that's what this is about. These are like two people that know themselves. It doesn't matter. They are strong in who they are. And if you don't have that, then it's not best to seek partnership. If you really want to think about it, when we seek partnership, it's like at times when we don't feel complete. That's just a fact. Or like when we don't feel like the best of ourselves, and we want that to be represented. Really, it's not that we want somebody else to see some good stuff in us, okay? That's not really the way that things are supposed to go. It's that you are supposed to keep working on yourself until you see yourself the way that you want to be. And if you need other things to inspire you, I would encourage you not to like have children and get into a relationship for inspiration for you to be your best self. I would encourage you to be your best self before you get into those things, or else you're approaching it unprepared. Oh my gosh, this cat. He's just crazy. All right, but on the split, just as I want to put this away, we have the Ace of Swords and the Magician, okay? And so the Ace of Swords has everything at his disposal when it comes to creating in this life, but it seems that the Ace of Swords is where it's where the gift is coming from. You know, it's like that's where the change is coming from. Okay. I always, when cards just like fall all over the place, I always just want to keep going and keep reading. But for you, what it feels like, I think, is indecision still. Like the Ace of Swords, you're like, well, I got two swords. So like, which one is the Ace of Swords? It's like, you're not really going to know, but the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn in your favor. And it might just be one of these swords that people have thrown at you while you're on the wheel. I'm going to leave that deck there, and I am going to grab us some Oracle cards. Okay. Oh, this cat. I've had boy cats, I think, always. I don't think I've ever had a female cat. But this boy cat is so much more, like, aggressive in the way that he just, like, licks himself or, like, drinks water or whatever. It's just, like, there's no question. He's just, okay. He's really, like, part dragon and mountain goat. And, we'll just see how long it'll be until he comes back in here. But that is why I shut the door, and he just kicked it open like some sort of feline ninja. He's off to my side over here. I'm hoping that he'll settle down on my computer. Okay. I like to put, nope. Here he is. I like to put my cards away before I start moving on to other stuff. He is trying to attack the tag, the little ribbon that's in the bottom of the cards, because he likes to eat certain things that look like ponytail holders. So I think he thinks it's a ponytail holder. And he really wants attention right now, obviously. So he's just trying to mess with everything I got. All right, Pumpkin. His name is Pumpkin, by the way. He's just confused by the energy of the morning, I think. He doesn't understand why I'm here. I'm normally not here until the afternoon. All right. Let's take a walk through the liminal forest, okay? This is a beautiful deck by MJ Cullinane. I love it so much. And the artwork on it, oh my gosh, it's just fabulous. It shuffles really well. What do we cut on? Compass and walls. That's two very interesting, almost oppositional. Not really oppositional, because they're not really in the same like genre of things, but the compass, you know, you can be in four walls, and a compass can tell you exactly what direction you're standing in, right? You know, like that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of old technology, or of like it's magic, right? A compass is like magic, but we don't really use it. We've got the future, what's behind it, and we've got change. All right? There's going to be change in the future. There's going to be this reliance on others in a way that, like how I was talking about with me having a hard time having like female friends or friends of any kind, because I didn't understand why anybody would like take their time to spend money to go out to eat food and like drinks and just sit there and like laugh and talk and things like that. It's like, how can you laugh and talk when you know that there's bills to pay for the rest of your life, and you're supposed to like have an IRA, and you know that the dryer has like laundry in it that might be damp. You know what I mean? It's like all the thing. I'm just telling you what goes on in my head. And it's like the change is when you get to a point in life where you realize, after thinking about all that stuff time and time and time again, and it never really giving you the outcome that, it's not even an outcome that you were hoping for. It's like nobody wants to be just like busy all the time and task oriented all the time. It's just that in my life, in my mind, if you do that, if you maintain your focus on the tasks and get them done as efficiently as possible, then you do get to enjoy the time not on task, okay? That's how you earn your freedom. That's how you earn your relaxation time. But really, the truth is that there's always going to be work to be done. And so it's really beneficial for you to learn to like amalgamate or whatever, to acquiesce to the life opportunities that are around you. And that only happens through a change of perspective. Sometimes falling in a hole is the only way that you will finally start to appreciate when somebody else comes along. Because if you're just fucking arrogant, like, you know, sometimes I can be, it's like this selfish arrogance if somebody else were to be like judging me as to if they think that it's right or not, the way that I live my life. And it's like, I'm not doing it for any other reason other than like the security of the things that I take responsibility for, which is my home, which is my children. You know, it's like they're more important to me. Their stability is what is most important to me. And that takes on different meaning when it comes to it being like something that you're taking care of. It's like, if it's just you, you can work as hard as you want and amass money if you want. But when you're like taking responsibility for your things, like this guy, okay, it's like, oh my gosh. It's like he doesn't care how much money I have. What he wants right now is attention, okay? I just want to make sure it's 17:17 on the timer. And he is like kicking the table away and doing all kinds of other stuff. So I'll tell you what, I'm just going to leave it at that. We're going to keep it nice and short. We've got quicksand at the bottom of the deck here. But look, it's a deer in that quicksand, okay? But somehow the deer got out, and it's going to help this fox get out. And like, sometimes people don't like foxes, all right? But they can't help but be who they are. And through getting stuck in a hole and having the opportunity to be saved by a deer, it might just bring harmony into that liminal forest, okay? Or at least in the lives of those two animals who would not otherwise be together. So I encourage you to go out and seek the gifts of the people and the places that we have around us, okay? I love you. Bye.